Wearing a mask is not red or blue, for God's sakes. Hey, what do you say? My Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, your sister's ass, the Pony Express. A very ticked off Vic here. You know what ticks me off? This whole mask issue. There are so many people who are so, I don't even know the word, is confused, misled, so willing to accept bad information. Follow me. Selfishly, I'm pissed off because it looks like the European Union is going to ban Americans from going to Europe. I probably won't be able to go see my kids in Scotland until who the hell knows when. And please don't tell me bullshit about cases being higher now because we're testing more than any other country. Hospitals in so many states are now at full capacity. That's not because of testing. It's because more people are getting very sick and need to go to the hospital. Some states are running out of beds. And of course, you have more conspiracy nuts saying, oh, look at all the states that are having problems. Isn't it a coincidence that the red states are the ones having the worst outbreaks? Like someone is purposely putting the virus in the red states. First of all, California is one of the states getting hammered, and they have a Democratic governor and the highest population. Second of all, Florida and Texas have the second and third highest populations in the U.S. Maybe that has something to do with more cases too? Here's how stupid you sound if you say more testing is creating more cases. The country is having a heat wave because we have so many thermometers. We have more thermometers than any other country in the world. If we stopped looking at thermometers, we wouldn't have any more hot days over 80 degrees. How insane is that way of thinking? Look, here's the bottom line to all the people who say wearing a mask is taking away your freedom. Don't wear a mask at home. Don't wear a mask at your friend's house. Don't wear a mask in your yard. Don't wear a mask if you're out in public and no one is around you. But if you go into a store for 15 minutes, is it really that fucking hard? How hard is this? How long did that take? Are you honestly feeling like your rights are being taken away by doing that? We're in the middle of a health crisis that's getting worse now. The Mayo Clinic, you know, that place that everyone wants to go to for medical treatment and the place everyone wants to get a medical opinion from when they're sick. The Mayo Clinic is asking everyone to wear cloth masks because they can help reduce the spread of the coronavirus by people who have COVID-19 and don't realize it. And countries that required face masks, testing, isolation, social distance early in the pandemic seem to have had success slowing the spread of the virus. Europe flattened the curve, and their numbers are way down and staying that way. Why? Because Europeans seem to listen to medical experts. Yesterday, in a news conference, Pence and Governor Abbott from Texas, two Republicans, point blank said, wear a mask if you can. Now, is Pence, is he in on the mask conspiracy too? He said, wear a mask if you can. Come on. Use your heads, people. Wearing a mask shows respect for your fellow Americans. Wearing a mask is not red or blue, for God's sakes. Wearing a mask is not a political issue in this country. Why are some people making wearing a mask a political issue? Look, I don't want to wear a mask either. Just like I don't want to wear the seatbelt, but I do. You want to call me a sheep? Go right ahead and call me a sheep. I'd rather be an alive and well sheep than a sick or dead fucking idiot. Then some idiots argue, well, if the mask worked, then why do we need social distance 6 feet? And if the 6 feet social distance works, then why do we need the mask? And if they both work, then why do we need the lockdown? Let me give you an analogy that maybe you can understand. If airbags work, then why do we need the seatbelt? If the seatbelt works, then why do we need the airbags? If they both work, then why do we need the brakes? Don't you get it that the more we learn and evolve as a society, the more we understand that we need to do multiple things in all aspects of life to make life safer and healthier. We need to social distance and wear masks and wash our hands because all three things together help reduce the chance to spread the disease among each other. And some of you have used an old quote by Dr. Fauci back in late January saying that he said, you don't need to wear masks. And you know what you conveniently left out? You left out that he said that at that time because we had a severe shortage of masks and PPE and we needed the hospitals to have all the masks so they could work safely. That's why he said it. But you conveniently left that part out. We can continue to reopen smartly. I'm not saying we can or we shouldn't reopen. We have to reopen. Everyone, just wear a fucking mask if you're around others in public. Just do it. It helps. Stop listening to high school graduates with conspiracy theories from Russian bot memes instead of world-renowned doctors and organizations. Are you going to argue with your brain surgeon before they operate on your fucking little brain and tell them a better way to do it? Why do you think you have the medical answers instead of medical experts on COVID-19? And now are you going to tell that same surgeon to take his mask off before he operates on you out of principle? Why do surgeons wear masks during surgery? How can you argue one way but not the other way? And some idiots are saying masks cause hypoxia, so doctors and nurses wear them for 12 hours a day, every day, for their entire careers. But if you wear a mask for 30 minutes to go into the supermarket, it's going to make you sick. You're sick in the fucking head. Step back and look at yourself and think about how insane you are. This is not a conspiracy. Holy Jesus, what the fuck happened to some of you? Why take a chance? Isn't it better to be safe than sorry? Wear a mask when you're around people. Respect what is happening right now. Protect yourself and others. Recognize that we are going backwards and it's serious. There's no other side to this argument. Just do it. Why are you fighting it? Just do it. Please, try to wear a mask if you can. I look at pictures of people packed into bars with no mask. I look at pictures of people at rallies with no mask. I look at fucking pictures of people protesting with no mask. Please, do all those things before you are free to do that in this country. But just put on a mask. It just might help. This whole mask issue, that's what fucking ticks me off.